Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fan Dummies, Resident Alien on the Sci-Fi channel. Season 1 is over. In this video, we are going to review the entire season. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. If you're new around here, I'm Greg.
And I'm Erin.
And we talk about science fiction and superheroes every single week. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you don't miss anything. And if you like this video, we'd appreciate a thumbs up. That was super cheesy.
Please don't do that again.
But please give us a thumbs up.
Don't make Greg do that again. Hurry up.
Don't, please. Please. That just stole a little bit of my soul. All right, Erin. You ready to get in this? You ready to get up on this? Are you ready to get into the video?
Yeah.
All right.
Of course. That's why I showed up.
Well, you live here.
I wouldn't just be here.
Yes, you
just
would.
to be here.
You would.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere. We're going to get a comment that's like, wink twice if you're a prisoner. It ain't because of me, though. Got to get that vaccine. Let's just dive in to this review really quick. We'll start off with some easy questions. Who was your favorite character? And you cannot pick Harry Vanderspiegel. Can't do it.
Well, since you won't let me pick Harry Vanderspiegel, I went with Max.
Okay.
And that's probably surprising, but I really liked his character. He's played by Judah Preen, and he's the young kid in town that can see Harry for who he is as an alien. And I think that's great. And I like the dynamic between them two. I mean, most of the season, if not all the season, it's, you know, Harry's like, I'm going to kill you. And then Max is like, well, I have to tell everybody that he's an alien. No one believes me. And then when Max has his little friend, Sahar, I like her a lot as well.
Yeah.
I think they're cute together and they're almost like adults. I mean, if you think about it, like they get on their bike, they ride like out of town to Harry's house, they investigate, you know, nothing ever really bad happens to them because they are kids, I guess, but they have their own little adventures on the show. I think it's kind of fun. It's how kids used to play when we were young. Yeah, maybe that's it.
I mean, you get on your bike and you go on an adventure all day.
Yeah.
You come home hungry and dirty. Like that was life.
Yeah. And they're just funny. They came up with the idea to put the cell phone on like the Men in Black people's RV.
Yeah.
I just think it's just little fun comic bits, I think, thrown in.
Yeah.
I like it. Because, I mean, otherwise I'd have to pick Asta or Darcy. I mean, and Harry would be my top pick, I think.
I know. I knew you would pick Harry. That's why I barred him from being chosen. Because Alan Tudyk, he just did an amazing job. I think it would be hard not to choose him.
Yeah.
Well, I picked Darcy Bloom, who is played by Alice Wetterland, who you can hear us talk about in our previous episode. But she's absolutely my favorite character. Part of the reason why I like her character is because she's reckless and broken, but she has these like moments of amazingness throughout the season. Like she saves Harry and Asta. She was a Olympic athlete. She sticks with her friends when they're struggling. Like she helps people through problems. But she's got problems herself that nobody really helps her through. And I think she's a pretty complicated character that I knew I liked her on the first episode. I thought, oh, she's going to be fun.
Yeah, remember that review of her you had in our last podcast?
Yeah. Yeah, I knew I was going to like her. And I like her as much as I like Harry Vanderspiegel. So I don't know that I would have picked Harry Vanderspiegel. But
really?
I mean, if you would have said, who's the best actor? You know, Alan Tudyk for sure. But whose character I like the best? I think it's Darcy Bloom.
Yeah, I like her a lot too.
Yeah. So what did you think of the overall story, though, of the season?
I liked the overall story of the season a lot. I think that it just got better and better. Like, I really liked the pilot episode. And then I think it started off okay. But then the more I watched it and the more I grew to like the characters, I think that made it even better. And it's just enough of Harry, you know, coming to Earth to destroy the Earth, But then there's also that town mystery of, trying to figure out who killed the doctor. And, that goes on throughout the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just those two like main storylines that I thought worked really well together. Because it wasn't a total like cop drama and it wasn't a total medical drama, but there was enough of that thrown in to make it funny.
Yeah, that is interesting because it has two components of shows that we generally hate, not Brooklyn Nine-Nine withstanding. But
that's not a drama though. It's a
comedy.
Cop comedy.
Yeah, it's a cop comedy. But yeah, it could have gone any direction because it could have been like medical, it could have been cop, but it didn't. It really stayed a pretty hardcore comedy. I mean, pretty much the whole time. I mean, I don't think it's any surprise to anybody that I absolutely loved it. Like there hasn't been a show in a long time where I wanted to watch it live.
Yeah.
Like I was anxious to watch it.
Yeah, we usually watch it on the same night.
Yeah.
If we could.
I mean, we don't watch anything on the same night typically. Very few shows.
Yeah.
Are we that diligent? But I thought the overall plot was really good. I mean, Harry is there for a mission, and throughout every episode, you see him progress on his mission. He's also learning a little bit about humanity, learning a little bit about himself, living in Harry Vanderspiegel's shoes, so to speak. Skin, maybe is the better term. Clothes, for sure. I think it was enough science fiction to keep me interested. So kind of like Eureka or like Warehouse 13 was just like enough of some funky business to keep me interested in the plot. And I have to say that the jokes were kind of juvenile, which I laughed my head off at. Like it's been a long time since there were jokes that were adult enough to be interesting, but juvenile enough not to be super serious. I knew it was going to be funny when the doctor was like, "Oh, you sat on an earring." I'll let you watch the show to know what that is. Yeah, there's lots of little moments like that where I knew I was watching the right show. Okay, so we both loved the plot. We loved the overall story. But was there a specific episode or a scene that kind of stood out from all the others?
Yeah, I really liked episode 8. It's called End of the World as We Know It. You know, the R.E.M. song?
Yeah, I Feel Fine.
Is it stuck in your head now?
It is. Thank you. Maybe I'm not fine.
I liked how Darcy rescued Asta and Harry from the crevasse in the glacier. I mean, she didn't really think twice of what she was doing. You could tell that she had some skills there to, rescue lives, which I thought was really cool. And also, Asta, she finds out that Harry is an alien in this episode, and she still accepts him for who he is. And I just really love that.
Did you think she was going to just kick him into the crevasse?
Yeah. I mean, you never know how someone's going to react to, like, oh, I'm an alien. Like, what if you found out I was an alien after all these years?
Into the crevasse.
Yeah. Especially one that was like oozing glowy ooze out and,
It's the end of the world as you know it.
Yeah. It was almost like an E.T. moment. I liked it.
I do like that episode a lot, but it was too dramatic for me. Like it was not that much comedy.
Yeah.
Although there was comedy. Asta touches his junk and finds out there's teeth in there. So, I mean, there's definitely comedy.
Yeah.
But it was very dramatic. And I prefer the comedy.
Yeah.
But I did like it.
Yeah.
Like it was still good. But it sets up my favorite episode, episode 9, Welcome to Earth, the very next episode. This is by far the best episode, in my opinion. It has an alien convention where they go meet people that are talking about alien experiences. And Harry the whole time is like, yeah, like he's reacting to their stories, like either if they're true or false.
Yeah.
And he's adding commentary throughout the whole thing. That's cracking me up. Like when he's at the booth and they're looking at the aliens, he's like, oh yeah, they're actually very nice.
Yeah.
Like he knows them all.
Yeah.
And it's funny how accurate humans have gotten with, you know, picking the aliens and knowing who they are and what they do.
Yeah, that was good.
The interaction with the alien hunter, John Locke, was really good. I thought that was funny. In the very beginning, we also got the Harry's leg growing back part of the episode, which I think is really, really funny. It just was kind of nonstop hilarity.
Yeah.
Like it was so funny.
Yeah, it was good.
I think the only other scene that maybe trumped episode 9 is when Harry put his mouth on the cow's junk. You know.
What are you doing?
I'm just making the junk motion with my hand. You hated that, but I laughed out loud.
Yeah.
So
it's consensual, Greg.
See?
That's all I hear.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious is what it is. It was consensual for sure. The ending happened fast, actually. I mean, it was pretty much all jammed in episode 10. I mean, there were some stuff earlier on where the men in black, the bad people, kind of broke into Max's house and stuff like that. But the ending, episode 10, what did you think?
I think that they did a really good job wrapping up the season. I don't know if they didn't know if they were going to have a season 2. So I think if it would have ended there, I would have been pretty happy with the season.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know, we are getting a second season. If you didn't remember that from earlier.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, which is awesome. I like the fact how Harry didn't end up destroying the Earth because of pizza and Asta. And he's turned into a human. I mean,
yeah.
What else can you say about that?
Then he forgets the pizza, which really irritates him. So he can't destroy the Earth because he's got to go back for it. I thought episode 10 was so satisfying because really Harry's awkwardness was all based on the fact that he was driving a human skin. Because as soon as he was in his normal skin, he was kicking butt and taking names.
Yeah.
You know, he was operating his spaceship. You know, he busted in. He was using his weapons. Like he was flying it around. His alien superiority, which he believes he's superior, seems to be true. And I liked how he's like, oh, look at them little ants. And he's like using his little weapons like, and I thought, well, yeah, he's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I guess what would happen if he would have left the weapon on Earth? Would he have blown up with the humans or not? It seems like by the end, the weapon knew that he was turning into a human, and they kind of hinted, like when he got his finger hurt, when he disintegrated the real Harry Vanderspiegel, and his finger like turned black. So would he have blown up, you think?
I don't think he would have if he turned back to his normal self, but I think when he turns into a human, he 100% turns into a human. Like he gets hungry, he gets happy, he gets sad. He can do all the things a human does. I think the weapon thinks he's a human. It can't see through the disguise.
Yeah. The whole season I kept thinking that if Harry were to ignite the bomb on Earth, I thought that he would get blown up too. When I found out that Harry's invulnerable to the bomb, I was like, oh, come on, because then he wouldn't want to blow up everybody. I mean, it's like you wouldn't want to live after blowing up all your friends.
Well, he's going to blow it up and go home.
Yeah. I know, but it just makes sense that, you know, he would fall and care for the humans and then he would get away. But how could you live with yourself after that?
Well, I don't think his people have emotions like humans. So I thought, I'm surprised it didn't happen. I thought for sure when he turned back to his alien self that all of his human emotions would just go away. He would go back to being himself. and he would press the button.
Yeah.
I think it would have been more funny if the button would have, like, he used the button to like kill, like to fight all those people. And then when he went to press it, it didn't have enough power to do anything.
Oh.
Or something.
Yeah.
I think that would have been pretty funny.
It was kind of dumb because they were like 90 minutes till explosion or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you push the button, it should just go off right then. But they set it up to have countdown.
Yeah. Just dramatic effect.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get this review wrapped up. On a scale of 1 to 5, what do you give this show?
I gave it a 5. I really enjoyed the show. I looked forward to having something to laugh and not think too seriously of during the week. And I just thought that the show was cast so well. I think all the actors did a really great job. And just for being a sci-fi show on the Sci-Fi channel, I think it turned out to be really great.
I really have to agree with you. I gave it 5 stars as well. I think it did what it was meant to do.
Yeah.
Right? It was the exact show it was supposed to be, which earns it a 5 star in my book. Its only job was to be a hilarious show about an alien pretending to be human. And it did that. It did that so well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. We would love to know what you thought of Resident Alien Season 1 in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up if you liked this video, and hit the bell if you don't want to miss any more. You can check us out at FanDummies on all social media. If you want to get the Resident Alien graphic novel, we'll put that in the description below so you can use our link, and we would greatly appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.
We have some other Resident Alien videos that we think you will love just right up here. So just give them a clickety click click.